Welcome to Free Your Mind, an experiential daily practice designed to dissolve past programming and expand your awareness of your true self beyond the matrix illusion of fear, lack, and separation. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, close your eyes and let go of all memory and anticipation. Bring your full awareness to the now, this holy instant. The purpose of this practice is to enable you to bring unconditional and unwavering peace with you into any and every circumstance, and to heal distress and turmoil. This is not done through avoidance or seeking a haven of isolation for yourself. You are here to discover that peace is an intrinsic part of you and requires only that you be there in full consciousness to embrace any situation in which you are. And as you practice, you will learn that there is no limit to where you are, so that your peace is everywhere as you are. Now take one more deep, slow, full breath in. And as you exhale, allow your body and your mind to relax. And let's begin. The meaning I have given to the world is all that I see in it. This is the central theme that weaves together principles 11 through 15 of this series. In today's practice, we will continue to integrate these next 5 principles into a complete and coherent thought system that leads beyond the dream matrix of separation to the realization of oneness and your true self. The meanings that I have assigned to the world, the circumstances, and the people around me now constitute my perception, because perception arises from the inside out. In other words, projection makes perception. As long as I continue to uphold the fearful meaning that arises out of my dream character consciousness of the world, I see only my own judgments reflected back to me in everything I look upon. A world where love, God, truth appear to have an opposite. A world where threat, lack, insecurity, and fear appear to be real and unquestionable is all that I see. But there is another way of seeing. This other way reveals a world of oneness, with love's purpose reflected everywhere. A world where all things conspire for my good, where trust in life is unquestionably warranted, and where love is the only law that has any reality. So take a deep breath now, and as you exhale, relax your mind and body, and let's begin. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Since the thoughts of which I am aware, the private thoughts based on the personal interests of the dream character, do not mean anything. The world which pictures them has no meaning. What is producing this world is insane, and so is what it produces. Insane here means out of touch with reality. But reality is not insane, and I have real thoughts as well as insane ones. I can therefore see a real world if I look to my real thoughts as my guide for seeing. You see a world that is based on the illusion of reality of the dream character with which you have identified through repetition and conditioning within the dream matrix. This world, seen from the point of view of separation, has no meaning and no relationship to your true self, nor to reality. It is as if you have been conditioned to believe that 2 + 2 = 5. Now to you, based on your past, it appears to be unquestionably true. But this in no way changes the reality that 2 + 2 is 4. And so reality does not suffer from your error in any way, but you do. And so if you look to the thoughts of the ego dream character, it is as if you are looking at the world through the lens of 2 + 2 is 5. And the world never truly aligns with your expectations, with your hopes, or even with your fears. And if you were to look to your real thoughts, the thoughts that are in alignment with the universe, with the way things are in truth, and the way things are in truth is based in oneness, love, eternal and infinite oneness with the Creator, then the world that would be outpictured, since perception is projection, would be an entirely different world. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. For the next minute or so, repeat this idea, contemplate it, and see it clearly. Do this now. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. Insane thoughts are upsetting, and they produce a world in which there is no order anywhere. Only chaos rules a world which represents chaotic thinking, and chaos has no laws. I cannot live in peace in such a world. I am grateful that this world is not real, and that I need not see it at all unless I choose to value it. And I do not choose to value what is totally insane and has no meaning. This world is meaningless because it has no relation to reality. And when we talk about this world, we are talking about the world that is produced through the consciousness of separation and identity with the dream character body. Imagine that you identified yourself as only your hand, and the rest of the body was not really you. How different would that make your experience of reality? From this point of view, you would be moved about by the body, which seems to have a will of its own, making you a victim to its whims. Now, this has no relationship to the reality that the body and the hand are one. And likewise, the meaningless world, which is seen from the point of view of the separated dream character, is ignoring the fact that the entire world is contained within your consciousness. And instead of realizing this oneness and the mirror effect which the world takes on, mirroring your consciousness, you identify yourself with just one character in this dream, and the world seems to be out of control and coming at you, doing things to you. Do you see that if you choose not to value this insane perception of the world and give it no meaning, you can open yourself to another way of seeing? I am upset because I see a meaningless world. Over the next minute or so, repeat this idea, contemplate it, allow it to sink into your mind, and see it clearly. Do this now. A meaningless world engenders fear. The insane engenders fear because it is completely undependable and offers no grounds for trust. Nothing in madness is dependable. It holds out no safety and no hope. But such a world is not real. I have given it the illusion of reality and have suffered from my belief in it. Now I choose to withdraw this belief and place my trust in reality itself. In choosing this, I will escape all the effects of the world of fear because I am acknowledging that it does not exist. In the world of illusions, there is no consistency. It is consistently illusory, making it unreal. But the illusions themselves are illusions because they are impermanent. Something is one way today and another way tomorrow. People, places, events and circumstances, even your own body, continues to change. How can you rely on something with trust and dependability when it is here today but gone tomorrow, or gone the very next moment? This is the very foundation of anxiety, depression, and fear. This world does not exist because God did not create a world of fear. The infinite Creator did not have another substance from which to create, and thus all of creation is contained within the Creator, sharing only the qualities of the infinite Creator. Eternal, changeless, timeless, forever reflecting the infinite love and oneness of the Creator's being. Is this the world that is seen by your dream character? Surely not. And if God did not create this world, does it have any reality in truth? A meaningless world engenders fear. For the next minute or so, repeat this idea, allow it to sink deep into your mind, and see it clearly. Do this now. God did not create a meaningless world. How can a meaningless world exist if God did not create it? God is the source of all meaning, and everything that is real is in God's mind. It is in my mind too, because God created it with me. Why should I continue to suffer from the effects of my own insane thoughts when the perfection of creation is my home? Let me remember the power of my decision and recognize where I really abide. God did not create death, sickness, fear, depression, suffering. If God were to create these things, then God would not be what God is, which is love. In essence, God would be divided within God's self, splitting into conflict, a schizophrenic God who attacks his own being who creates chaos, fear, for parts of itself. Do you think that this is the infinite creator of the universe? God did not create a meaningless world. This world has as much relationship to God's creation as 2 + 2 = 5 has to the laws of mathematics. God's creation remains changeless and perfect. Meanwhile, this error in thought leads to an experience, and this experience carries the qualities of this error, primarily separation from your source of all good, resulting in an ongoing sense of lack, fear, insecurity, and suffering. By your decision alone, you can free yourself of the belief that this world is reality. And in doing so, open yourself to receive who and what you truly are. For the next minute or so, repeat this idea, contemplate it, and see it clearly. Do this now. My thoughts are images that I have made. Whatever I see reflects my thoughts. It is my thoughts which tell me where I am and what I am. The fact that I see a world in which there is suffering and loss and death shows me that I am seeing only the representation of my insane thoughts and am not allowing my real ones to cast their beneficent light on what I see. And yet, God's way is sure. The images I have made cannot prevail against reality, because it is not my will that they do so. My will is God's, and I will place no other gods before the infinite Creator. When you listen to the thoughts that are generated within the consciousness of your dream character, these thoughts, when given reality, outpicture a world that is guaranteed to produce suffering. Your thoughts become images in your perception. It is possible for you to give up your belief, your faith, and your trust in these thoughts. This is what is meant by placing no other gods before love itself. These thoughts, these ideas and judgments of how the world is, who you are, and judgments about the people around you become gods in their own right, whatever you give reality to becomes like God in your experience. You have the choice and the opportunity to withdraw all of your endorsement from these thoughts of the dream character and place all of it into the oneness and love that you share with the infinite creator. Over the next minute or so, repeat this idea, contemplate it, and see it clearly. Do this now. As you come to the completion of this practice, take a deep, slow, and full breath in. Hold it at the top as you hold the intention to integrate these principles into your thought system. And as you exhale, relax and release. And remember to take these principles with you into the rest of your day. Use them in sequence or focus on just one of them that appeals to you most. Repeat it frequently, and when you have the time, take a moment to sit with your eyes closed and contemplate the truth, the thought system that leads you beyond the dream matrix to the realization of oneness and your true self. If you enjoyed and benefited from this practice, please share your experience in the comment section. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to continue the journey. May you be at peace and know your true self.